Diddy's chief of staff, Kristina Khorram, was just accused of covering up everything for Diddy. Diddy and Kristina Khorram were just named in a brand new lawsuit, so let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. The lawsuit is filed by Seven Gazelle, and she is suing Diddy and Diddy's ex-chief of staff, Kristina Khorram. Kristina Khorram engaged in open and notorious violent behavior directed at women. She is alleging that Kristina Khorram witnessed, felicitated, and covered up Diddy's abuse of women as a part of her employment with Bad Boy and other institutional defendants. She's alleging that employees, servants, and representatives failed to report Diddy's behavior and SA or prevent him from continuing to SA victims like her. She said that she met Diddy approximately in the autumn of 2017 when she was an aspiring and signed artist. She alleged that after their initial meeting, Diddy engaged in a pattern of grooming behavior towards her, manipulating her trust and dependence, and he lavished her with praise for her musical talent while simultaneously flaunting his power and influence in the entertainment industry. She alleged that Diddy sought to isolate her and piled her with alcohol and substances, and he frequently invoked God and the Bible and insinuated his ability to shape her career and financial future. She said that as their grooming progressed, Diddy began to SA her. She says during the first instance of this SA, Diddy forcefully compelled her to perform oral before SAing her. This allegedly occurred without her consent, despite her explicit refusal to engage in any activities. After the SA, Diddy further manipulated her by claiming that he was coming out of depression and that she was helping him bring positive energy, helping him to emerge from his shell. She said that Diddy attempted to make up for his actions by offering gestures such as arranging spa days or concert outings. However, the acts were a part of a cycle of abuse, serving to manipulate and maintain control over her. She said that all of this began a pattern of conduct that constantly repeated itself, with Diddy allegedly SAing her and then giving her excessive kindness. She said the more violent it got, the greater kindness was shown afterwards. She said that she became trapped in Diddy's world. Even when she said no, it just enraged him even further. She alleged that Diddy placed unknown intoxicants or had unknown intoxicant placed in drinks which he provided to her, otherwise to coerce her to take substances or intoxicating substances to incapacitate and SA her. On one occasion, Diddy allegedly coerced her into taking a pill that made her lose consciousness while at a studio in New York owned by Sony. She alleged that on another occasion, Diddy coerced her into taking a substance that incapacitated her on a flight, and when she awoke, she was getting SA'd without her consent. She alleged on another occasion, Diddy stripped her and forcefully SA'd her without her consent. She screamed in pain, and at the time, Diddy's staff were present in the adjacent room with the door still ajar and her screams heard loud. The staff was visibly uncomfortable, but no one came to her aid because of Diddy's power and influence. She alleges on another occasion, Diddy covered her body in baby oil using a full bottle and then SA'd her. She also claimed that Diddy publicly humiliated her and, among other things, verbally assaulted her at a nightclub, physically forcing her into her seat in the full view of the public. That same evening, he allegedly SA'd her without her consent in disregard for her resistance. She claims that on one occasion, Diddy took a video of her in an undressed state and shared it with others without her consent or knowledge. She said on one occasion, Diddy would use his weight upon her to prevent her freedom of movements or otherwise prevent her from exiting enclosed spaces. She alleged some of the stuff that we read aloud is just some of the examples of what she went through with Diddy. She alleged throughout these essays, Kristina Khorram aided Diddy by arranging places for Diddy to abuse her, arranging transportation for the abuse, and contacting her on Diddy's behalf, covering up all of the abuse that she was going through. Ooh, this one is crazy, and now we have another person alleging that Kristina Khorram was a part of all of this that's been happening. We have heard Kristina Khorram's name be brought up a couple of times in allegations that she felicitated things for Diddy. Most recently by Diddy's assistant, who was subpoenaed to the grand jury and showed all of these texts from Kristina Khorram on the fall for Diddy. Diddy's assistant alleged that Kristina Khorram would tell him when it was time to clean up Diddy's hotel room that she would also tell him if he needed to bring anything to Diddy's freak-offs. And the texts that he had that he showed us all in real time on the fall for Diddy were pretty damning. And in my opinion, based off the way the feds list their indictment, I really think that some of the co-conspirators could be people that are like Kristina Khorram. In my opinion, if they don't turn around and rat to the feds like this assistant did. In Diddy's indictment, it says members and associates of Diddy's enterprise include high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees. It says that they would facilitate these freak-offs by, among other things, booking hotel rooms for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance of the required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. They would also clean the hotel rooms after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage and arrange for travel for victims and the workers and Diddy to and from the freak-offs. How they have that all laid out sounds exactly like what the personal assistant said on the fall for Diddy, what his job was to do for Diddy. I don't know, but I think that this lawsuit is pretty damning. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.